Hey all, Heretic here, and today we're going to dive into Cardboard Town. I watched this game on Steam as it came out. I saw it hit for the demos, and I was like, ooh, I want to try this. I played it. I really liked the demo. So now that it is out in early access, I'm super excited to show this to you, and I want to get you an idea of what it's like so you can jump in and try it yourself. Now, this is essentially a roguelite city builder game, and so your games are going to be anywhere from just a couple minutes if you get really bad luck to 30 minutes if you can get, everything going and flying along. It really has some neat potential, and it starts very simplistic. Some of the buildings don't seem very good, some seem better than they should be, but as time evolves and your deck changes, the cards you get access to make it a lot more fun and a lot more challenging. It just opens up a whole level of complexity the farther you go into it. And this is just in the beginning of early access. So let's just jump in and let's check this thing out. Right off the bat, the thing I have to talk about the most is the art style. It is just so cool. It's like you're in your childhood imagination. The way it's built, the way it's all kind of cobbled together. You feel like the most creative kid you ever knew cobbled together this world and made it on their board. You're actually playing on a tabletop, and it feels like this is something you would make if you were that cool artsy kid in class and you could actually throw all this stuff together. Your goal ultimately is to build the largest town you can, to fill that map completely, to make your people as happy as you possibly can. And as you go through run after run after run, you're going to keep finding these new ways to do that with new tricks and tactics as you get unlocked these new technologies. Now, the thing that's going to be standing in your way is the trouble meter. The trouble meter, as you advance time, is going to have various events take place as that meter fills that will make it move faster, forward, backwards, depending on the events that trigger. Some of them will be good, some of them will be very bad, and they will end your run disastrously earlier, and others will save you at the last possible second to give you this last gasp to make this town as big as you possibly can. And next we have the true boss of the game, the resource management. You are having these events pop up where sometimes you have to spend resources to make them go away, and at other times you need these resources to upgrade your buildings. And it's definitely a balancing act. In each run, you never know ultimately what's going to be thrown at you, so you're always trying to spend it a little carefully, because if you get too ambitious and you spend too much of it, you're not going to find yourself have enough of it, and you're going to fall apart and lose the run because you didn't keep a little extra. But at the same time, if you don't spend it, then you're never going to grow, and you're going to run out of time anyways because you never get any buildings done. It is a good balance in the very early stages of this game. They've really struck the chord perfectly so far. Now, how you lose the game is if these 3 red tickets are full. The moment they're full, your run is over, restart, move on, your time here is over. And they will fill up every time you fail at doing some things. And the first thing is whenever a resource hits a negative. So once a resource goes negative, you get a ticket. And whenever you get one of these event cards that will randomly be shuffled into your hand, and you fail to complete them in the given time. Now, the resource ones you can recover if you actually manage to go in and get that resource back to at least neutral, if not positive, you lose that ticket. But the tickets you get from the event cards, the ones you fail to get, those are permanent. There's no way to get rid of those in the early game. So once they're in there, you're stuck with them. And once you get 3, run's over, start all over. Folks, for an early access game, this game is perfect. They have nailed what they're going for here. They have truly made a gem. I can't say enough positive things about this game. It is highly replayable, highly addictive. It's one of those games where you're like, okay, well, maybe just one more. It starts so simple and you're like, well, maybe this isn't going to be my thing. It's a little too, and then it just keeps adding a little more and just a little more. And it's adding it at just enough of a pace where it's keeping you hooked and you're not going to get bored. And this is just the early design. They haven't gotten to everything they want to do. This is just their first draft. I can only imagine as they polish this more and more before release, this thing is going to be a monster. If you like tabletop sim, if you like building, if you like roguelite, this is kind of checking all those boxes in a very fun, light package that is just satisfying and very, very time consuming. I hope you had a good time. Tell me what you think. Did you like it? Are you going to try this? What are your thoughts? I will catch you all next time. Thanks for listening. Bye.